Being on the wrong side of the camera is a special kind of pain. You go on the trip, you hit the trail, your kid finally lands the trick, and you are the one holding the phone. Again, you are never in the shot. And your options for fixing that all kind of suck. A tripod sits there like a lawn ornament. A selfie stick makes you look like you are interviewing yourself. A drone needs open sky, a pilot license in a lot of places, and it is completely useless the second you walk indoors. And hiring an actual camera person costs more for one afternoon than most people spend on a phone. So when a company told me they built a robot that follows you around and films you, my first reaction was, sure, and I have a bridge to sell you. Then the footage you are watching right now happened. A robot shot this. I did not touch it. I did not hold anything. It rolled beside me, kept me in frame, hopped a curb without flinching, and I got to just live my life while it did the work. This is Beni, made by Mondo Robotics. Stick around, because two things are going to happen in this video. 1. You are going to watch this thing chase a kid on a scooter at almost 18 miles an hour and never lose him. 2. You are going to watch me throw it, crash it, and abuse it, and watch it climb back up every single time, like a toddler who refuses to quit. And by the end, we answer the only question that matters with a product like this. Is this the future of filming yourself? Or is it one more clever gadget destined to die in a drawer next to your fitness tracker and that VR headset you use twice? Drop a comment right now and call it before you know the answer. Future or drawer? I want to see who gets it right. Here is what everybody gets wrong in the first 2 seconds. You look at Beni and your brain files it under toy. It has a little face. It has ears. It wobbles when it stands up like a newborn deer, and then it locks onto you and starts moving, and the label flips. This is not a toy. This is a camera operator with wheels and a mild personality disorder. You pick who it follows, you tap them, and it does the rest. No tripod, no second person, no begging your friend to hold the phone level for once in his life. And the pedigree is not a joke. The team behind Beni came out of DJI, the same company most drone pilots already trust with footage they actually care about. So the tracking brain inside this thing is not some first-timer guessing. It runs on its own processor, its own sensors, its own depth perception. And here is the part I like. It does not need the internet for the core job. Your footage stays on the robot, on internal storage or a micro SD card, and the tracking runs locally. No cloud, no account, no subscription tapping your wallet every month. Now let me earn those promises I made, starting with the one that matters most: tracking. Because a robot cameraman that cannot keep you in frame is just an expensive paperweight that runs away from you. Beni gives you 4 ways to follow. Tail mode rides behind you for trails and biking. Parallel mode runs alongside you for those cinematic side shots that normally cost you a whole crew. Orbit mode circles you, which is stupidly fun. Picture yourself landing a shot on the pickleball court while a robot spins a full 360 around you, filming the whole thing. And fixed point mode plants it in one spot and lets it pan while you move. On easy stuff, it is scary good. I stepped right in front of the sun to try and blind it, the exact lighting that makes cheap cameras give up, and it held the lock through the glare. Then I put a kid on an electric scooter and let him rip down the street at around 15 miles an hour, and Beni stayed glued to his back through every single turn, footage smoothed the whole way. That is the moment it stopped feeling like a gimmick and started feeling like the real thing. But I promised you honesty, so here are the catches, and there are a few. Beni will not film you from the front. No head-on hero shots yet, so keep your dramatic walking toward camera dreams on hold. On fast start and stop sports like basketball, it loses you if you crowd it, or drift too far, because the range window it likes is narrow. Carve hard side to side and it starts mirroring your wobble like it is copying your homework. And near moving cars, you have to babysit it, because it follows your motion, not the traffic. This is beta software on a first product. It is getting better almost weekly, but you are buying into a work in progress, and you deserve to know that going in. Okay, promise number 2, the abuse test. Because tracking means nothing if the robot shatters the first time it eats pavement. Beni tops out near 18 miles an hour, enough to chase an electric bike down the street, or keep pace with a dog running at a full sprint. It jumps obstacles up to 10 inches high, so a curb, a tree root, a gap in the sidewalk, none of it breaks the shot. And then there is the falling. I ran this thing into walls. I sent it off curbs. I crashed it on gravel at speed on purpose, waiting for something to snap. It rolled 5, 6 times, popped right back onto its wheels, shook its head like it was mildly annoyed with me, and kept filming. Every single time. After weeks of treating it like a crash test dummy, the worst damage was a pile of scuffs. Not one failure. Off pavement, it is just as stubborn, chewing through grass, gravel, and dirt paths like a tiny all-terrain truck. The one place it struggles is tall grass and wet grass, where the wheels spin and it gives up climbing. And on a narrow sidewalk with a raised lip, it can slip off the edge. Everywhere else, it just goes. Now, the camera. Beni shoots 4K HDR at 30 frames a second, drops to 3K at 60 for smoother motion, and hits 1080p at 100 frames for slow motion. There is stabilization built in, and honestly, the footage straight off the robot is good. Clean, usable, shareable. Is it going to outshoot a dedicated action cam? No, and I am not going to pretend it does. But here is the trick that makes that not matter. There is a mount on top of its head, so you bolt on your own camera. I stuck an Insta360 on there, and suddenly this robot is capturing full 360 footage that looks incredible. GoPro, action cam, whatever you already own. Let the robot handle the moving, and let your good camera handle the filming. It even does an optional auto edit that stitches your best clips into a highlight reel for you. No timeline, no editing skills required. Control is just as flexible. The app gives you everything. Tracking modes, speed, height, camera settings, and it is where most people will live. There is a tiny wrist remote with a joystick that snaps onto a watch band for quick manual driving. And my favorite discovery, thanks to a recent update, you can pair an Xbox controller and drive Beni like a real-life video game. That alone is worth the price of admission on a boring afternoon. So the obvious question, why not just buy a drone? Because a drone owns the sky, and Beni owns the ground. A drone is grounded the second you step inside, into a gym, under a low ceiling, or onto a crowded sidewalk. It needs airspace, it often needs registration, and it needs you actually flying it. Beni needs none of that, and grabs eye-level shots a drone physically cannot get. Compared to a gimbal and a friend, the friend frames better, sure, right up until he gets bored, gets tired, or wants lunch. Beni works every session for free and never complains once. And now the money, because this is where it gets ridiculous. Hiring a videographer for one afternoon runs you a few $100s, and you do that every single time. A decent drone plus the licensing hassle is its own small fortune. Beni backs on Kickstarter right now for $549 in the super early bird tier, against a planned retail price of $799. So you pay once, and you own your camera operator forever. Put it next to a monthly subscription camera, and the math gets embarrassing fast. But I am not going to let you swipe your card without the real catch, and it is a big one. This is a Kickstarter. Beni is the first product Mondo Robotics has ever made. The software is still cooking, and crowdfunding never guarantees the thing shows up on time, or at all. Now the reassuring part. This campaign overfunded many times over. Real prototype units are already out in the wild getting abused by people like me, and backer shipping is targeted for October of 2026. 2 more things to check. Launch shipping only covers 9 countries, so confirm your region before you get excited. And a first-time hardware company always faces the hard part, which is fulfillment and support at scale. Weigh the discount against the weight, and only spend what you are comfortable gambling on a crowdfunding campaign. So who is this actually for? Solo creators who film alone and are sick of propping a phone on a rock and sprinting into frame. Parents chasing kids on scooters and bikes. Pet owners who have never once gotten a clean shot of their dog at a full sprint. Athletes who want dynamic angles with nobody behind the camera. If you spend your whole life filming everyone else and never end up in the footage yourself, this was built for you. So back to the only question that counts. Future or drawer? Here is my honest verdict. Beni is real, it is genuinely useful, and it is not finished. The tracking impressed me, the durability shocked me, and the ground-level angles handed me shots I could not get any other way. If you need a polished, proven camera today, wait for the retail version and let the software settle. If you love new tech and want an early while it is cheap, the early bird makes a strong case. This one is not headed for the drawer. This one earns its spot in the bag. Now tell me straight, because I read every comment. For filming your own life, does a ground robot finally beat a drone? Or do wheels still have a long way to roll? Hit subscribe if you want the real story on the gadgets actually worth your money, because that is the only kind of video I make. I will see you in the next one.